The Titan is our mid-range 34mm main tube rifle scope that gives you brilliant value for money without breaking the bank. And in this video, we're basically going to show you what you get in the box when you purchase one of these scopes. It's very, very similar to what you'll find in the Helix box. So if you've already watched the Helix unboxing, there's not going to be too much different in this video, but let's get to it. Obviously, the box itself is pretty much the same as the other boxes in our line of scopes. Dark black box, pretty large. On the side here, you've got the model, name and number, and the reticle information. So in this case, we've got an APR-1D MRAD with our 5-25x56 first focal plane Titan. Let's go ahead and open it up. As usual, it's pretty tight. So the good old shake does the job. There you go. Pretty tight foam packaging with all your goodies plonked right on top. Let's run through those goodies. I've got a little Element Optics sticker. You can just put this wherever you want, I guess. Just something we thought we'd include for fun. Allen keys, smaller Allen keys for adjusting your zero stop on the scope, and the larger one is for removing the little hex screw that replaces your throw lever if you, for whatever reason, don't want your throw lever on your magnification ring. Little lens cloth is obviously there for giving your lenses a good clean if you've had a lot of dust on them, or if it's been raining, or if you've got oily fingerprints on it or anything like that. We just thought another thing we'd include. Throw lever. All our rifle scopes at this stage have a removable throw lever included. We wanted to make it removable so that you can decide whether you want to have it on there, if you want to quickly, change your magnification quickly at a PRS match, or you can take it off if you've got a bolt throw that comes very close to your scope and you don't want anything snagging on it. So we give you the option. The one thing that's different, main thing that's different actually between the Helix and the Titan in terms of what you get in the box, is that because the Titan is illuminated, you should also get a little CR2032 battery in there. So that's for your illumination. You can simply take the battery cap off the scope, fit the battery, and your illumination should be working no problem. Instruction manual, probably the most boring part of any scope box, but we do strongly recommend just giving this a quick read through. A lot of the stuff that's in our manual you can actually find on our Element website under the video section, and you can go through our video resources and check out tutorials of scope mounting and reticle information, and information about your torque specs for the rings, all of those things. But just a quick look through the manual. We've got information on mounting. We've got information on fitting and removing your throw lever, zeroing your scope, setting the zero stop, and also just interesting little tutorial sections on understanding units. So if you're new to minutes of angle or milliradian and want to understand how the units work, we've put a lot of effort into our reticle designs, and understanding the units will help a lot with getting the best out of your scope. So that's all in the manual as well. And then of course, right at the back, we've got our warranty information and a spec sheet. So if you want to know the weight of your scope and you're too lazy to just put it on a scale yourself, the information's there. And of course the warranty as well. All our rifle scopes are covered by our platinum lifetime warranty. So if anything goes wrong, there's no need for registration for the warranty. You just contact us and we'll make sure that you are sorted out. Inside the manual, there is also a reticle guide that is specific to whichever model you have purchased. In this case here, we've got the APR-1D MRAD, which is our milliradian Christmas tree reticle for guys who want to really stretch the limits of what their rifle setup is capable of for sort of long range or PRS shooting. The reticle guide basically tells you the reticle subtensions and some of the features, so you know which which features you can use for which purposes. The features are listed in more detail at the back, and there's a little bio for the reticle designer, which in this case is myself. Looking further in the box, you'll see the scope and a few extra pieces. We've got flip-up caps that are included with the scope. As mentioned in our Helix unboxing video, we do not include the neoprene cover that comes with the Nexus. That is something that you can purchase separately, but with these flip-up caps and with the bikini cover, that is also included in the box, there's a good chance you won't really need the neoprene cover. The neoprene cover is just nice to have if you are, let's say, sitting on a bench and you want to just quickly cover everything up. But actually the neoprene cover is a little bit less practical in the field. These are great because they're spring-loaded and you can just pop them up when you're ready to take a shot. Sunshade. The sunshade is 4 inches, but I think we actually plan to shorten it down in the future because 4 inches is a little bit overkill for a scope that's already very, very long. But anyway, it's in there if you want it. If the sun is low on the horizon, if you're doing an early morning hunt, or if you know, at the range, sitting on your bench and there's glare from something on the side, the sunshade will help a lot to control your lens flare. And lastly, the most important part, the rifle scope. Now, as mentioned, we are going to do a separate overview video on the Titan, so we're not going to go into detail in this one regarding the features of the scope and what it can do, but as you can see, it's a pretty large, chunky rifle scope with lots of really cool features. As mentioned there, you've got the illumination as well on the side, so you can plonk your battery straight in the side of the scope when you get it. But you'll notice on the rifle scope, there is a inspection tag with a sign-off from whoever's job it was to do the final inspection on the scope. All of our rifle scopes go through a very rigorous inspection regime. We've decided what the tracking tolerance should be. We've decided what the point of impact shift is allowed to be when you change your parallax, for example. We've set very, very high standards, and anything that doesn't pass our standards gets discarded or gets checked again. So we do not let anything out of the factory that we are not happy with, and that's something that will give you peace of mind. And of course, lastly, you'll see there is a bikini cover on the scope. If you've got the flip-up caps installed, you won't need them, but it's good to have something on your scope in the event that you don't really want to use the flip-up caps. The bikini cover is nice and easy to fit on, and if you've got your rifle scope in the safe and you don't want dust gathering on the lenses, you can fit that straight on. And there we have it, the Element Titan. Probably not the right tool for hunting one of these big boys up close and personal, but if you're doing any precision shooting at longer range and you're happy to sacrifice a little bit of weight for superior performance, this might be the one for you. You can follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informational videos like this. And if you get one of these, remember to tag us using the hashtag #SeeItSendIt. We would absolutely love to see what our scopes get up to in the life after the shelf. Thanks for watching.